everybody, and welcome to Explore Watches and More. It's kind of a follow-up video to the video on the F-91W. I talked about how this is a fantastic watch, but its biggest shortcoming is its backlight. Well, that backlight issue's been solved. Little different design, but in the F-105. Again, this watch, as you see by the illuminator on the dial, features an electro luminescent dial. So you press the button, the entire display lights up. It's so much easier to read in the dark. This one's almost impossible to tell the time if you're in a pitch black room. This one, super easy. So just a quick comparison of the two watches. Maybe the F-91W, well, not maybe. The F-91W is a little bit slimmer, a little bit smaller in size than the F-105. Again, I probably like the background on the dial on the F-91W more than I do the one on the F-105. And there is a slight difference. Let me take this off. Again, straps, as far as I can see, are the same. Construction is pretty much similar. Weight, there is a little difference in the weight. Not enough difference, I think, to make a difference. I can't, you know what? Now that I've even said it, I'm not certain if maybe the difference is which hand I have it in. I can't tell a difference in the weight. But very similar watches. One thing I have noticed, the viewing angles maybe are a smidgen better on the F91, although that's a small price to pay. They're both, if you were not staring at these side by side, you would not look at this watch and say, oh, the viewing angles are any different than this one. But this one maybe is just a tiny bit less legible, whereas this one's a little more legible, but I'd give that up in a heartbeat for the Electro Luminescence. Let me just go ahead and roll in a quick clip showing you the difference between the two. F-91W, which this light actually looks brighter on camera than it is in reality. It's pitch black in here, so I gotta find the right watch. And the F-105W. Way easier to read. So as you can see, night and day difference and being able to read these watches at night. You know, something else that's great about having watches like this, I have another lightweight, comfortable watch here. This is a Hamilton Khaki Field Mechanical. So it's a little field watch. Features 50 meters of water resistance, a very reliable manual lined movement, you know. But big thing, no screw down crown, right? I would not swim with one of these. Technically, you're not supposed to swim with these, but there's videos all over the internet of people swimming in it. I've swam with mine. Mine have never broken. I wouldn't dare to do that with this watch. Again, huge difference in cost too. This watch actually does more things and costs significantly less. This is a little more craftsmanship, a mechanical watch versus a quartz watch, but this watch is going to be more accurate. Actually, this video is on this one. Let's pick up the 105. This watch is going to be more accurate, probably long-term, more reliable. I mean, this is going to take a battery every 7 to 10 years. This one requires a service every so many years. So big difference in cost. The service for this watch is significantly more than what multiples of this watch would cost. But one of the big things to keep in mind with your different watches, today, you know, it's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and I'll just pan over so you could see. Today I was cleaning out my grills because I'm about to smoke a turkey and smoke a spiral cut ham. So I wanted my Kamados ready to go. And you know what? Let me come on back down here. I wore this guy for one big reason. Well, this is a really nice watch, definitely sturdy enough for the task of cleaning out that grill. You know, a Kamado grill is full of charcoal dust, grease, you know, all the things, you know, you're cleaning this out. While this strap looks great, this is the original strap, and I've had this watch for a few years. I typically wear it on different straps, but I don't want to wear a watch like this when I'm doing something like cleaning a grill just because I don't want to damage the straps. It's where these really inexpensive watches come in great. You know what? You get this covered in grease or charcoal, you just throw it in the sink, you wash it off, you throw it back on your wrist. So just kind of talking about some of the philosophy between having, multiple different watches, what they're all about, what is their purpose. I think having a watch collection is just making sure that you have the right tool for the job, for what you're going to be doing in that moment. So as always, I appreciate you watching. Coming up, we'll maybe continue with the Casio trend, talk about some of the other Casios before we dive into some of my mechanical watches. But I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to learning more about watches with you, exploring watches with you in the future. Have a great day.